What is the worst advice you can give a virgin for their first time? 1 in the pink and 2 in the stink. They love it. Don't be afraid to pinch and twist. Don't bother with a condom. You can't get pregnant the first time anyway. If they're a guy, go fast. Try to finish first. It's basically a race. For a girl, use your teeth. It feels great. Lube is for pussies. Wait, that is actually good advice. Just rush into it. It's supposed to hurt. When getting a BJ, tell her just right before you come that you're about to come, so she takes it out of her mouth but doesn't have time to get out of the way and gets it all over her face and in the hair. Absolutely didn't happen to me at any point of my life, I promise. Go anal with her a condom. Be mindful of the vagina teeth. Nobody wants to lose their dick the first time they get laid. Since everyone here is giving advice for male virgins, here's one for the ladies. Use your teeth during a blowjob. Men love it. Go until she's limp. What if she starts out limp? Maybe use less tranquilizers next time. Women naturally bleed to provide lubricant. When you see blood, push harder. Traditional sex is a lie. The woman is supposed to put her entire leg inside of your butt. Dude, trust me. Just follow South Park's guidelines. She wants a baby? Pee in her butt. Bop It is a sex education toy. Say ow as many times as you can. When sucking dick, suck it like a straw. To keywords gentlemen, fast and hard. Ladies love pure speed, so as soon as those panties come off you want to get in there as quickly as possible. Once you're in you need to keep going. Maintain that energy until you're finished. You'll know what a jackhammer is, right? That's basically the only way to make them feel good. Girls say that they can come, but they really can't. It's all imaginary, so don't worry about it. If she's upset afterwards, then that means you weren't fast enough. Work up those core muscles. Also, condoms are a scam. They advertise like they help avoid pregnancies, but really it just makes those little guys swim faster. So make sure not to use them. Ever. Ladies, we all know that once the underwear comes off, then that's it. It's over. So that means that you want to keep those on for as long as possible. The longer you get his little man to wait for it, the better it feels for him. But be careful, cause that wait time has to either stay the same or get longer. The second it gets shorter, he'll lose interest. A prime way of making him wait is to use all your teeth during his blowjob. Molars feel nice, but the scraping of your incisors on his dick will help him last longer. And if you break the skin a little bit, then don't worry, because the blood will act as a semi-lubricant when read. If you get to the point where your pants come off, at that point it's all good. Remember, have fun, stay safe, and if you're gonna do anal and vaginal penetration, make sure to do the anal first. If the little swimmy guys end up in the mudroom instead of the foyer, then they'll be angry. Foreplay is for wimps. Just shove it in there dry and pound away. Show her you're a man. It's a race to see who comes first. Don't worry about defenses in the early game. The Zerg probably won't attack you until you have built up your army. Your balls go in the condom. Sex looks and sounds exactly like porn, so try to do it the same way. It can only go in soft, so if you have a boner you have to wait for it to go away before trying to get it in. Poking holes in condom will give you some breathing room. On a serious note, it's supposed to hurt. This lie is touted to girls in sex ed on a regular basis and it's so harmful. Vaginas are different. Having sex the first time might hurt. It might hurt a little. It might hurt a lot. If you have a pelvic floor disorder, like me, it might not hurt at all. Teaching girls to automatically fear sex is a scare tactic which prevents them from familiarizing themselves with their bodies and enforcing healthy boundaries during sex. Slap her titties around, stick your wiener in her, and pee. At the end of sex, you have to give your partner $200 and say thanks. Stick it in her butt without warning. All girls' G-spots are located in their rectum. Trust me kid. One word. Teeth. When you want the girl to come, just scream directly into the vagina. Shower sex is great. No lube needed. Also just ram it in there straight away. No need for foreplay. Guys love it when you use teeth when giving a BJ. Girls love it when you jackhammer them with your fingers. Lose your virginity by a certain age because society says so. Put your balls in. That's not period blood, it's sex ketchup. Make sure you bring up the topic of other woman exes or otherwise during the act. Girls love that. If she has a bigger cock than you, you're in for one great night. He wanted you to give bad advice. Jerk off beforehand. The hole only appears if you sing the entire lyrics to the ketchup song 3 times beforehand. That's what the term foreplay is. Keep asking, is this okay every 5 seconds? Skip the foreplay because it'll just confuse you. Sex is so messy, you're going to hate it. Thanks Charlie. With every thrust, alternate holes, ask her what her mother's name is and moan it loudly. Poke her eyes whenever she makes a noise. Wear a frilly cow outfit to initiate 6 and put on a Steve Buscemi mask whenever either of you are close to orgasm, then whisper do it to Steve in your best impression. When going down, make sure to eat vinegared/pickled habaneros beforehand and lick their eyes. Hope this helps some of you budding lovers. Quicker the better. Scream I'm sorry the whole time. You need to give bloodbath a whole new meaning. For the other ladies out there, don't actually do anything while having sex. Just lay there, kind of motionless, almost like a starfish. Guys love that. We are all virgin here. We don't have any advice. It's the same as beating your meat, except her pussy is the hand. Sex is an emotional experience. If you're not sobbing uncontrollably and or laughing hysterically throughout the entire process, you're doing it wrong. When she says no, she really means yes. Hey, do you want to do some rape play? No, that's the spirit. Do exactly what you see in porn. I promise you won't break your back or your dick. As soon as you get a decent paying job, buy a $80,000 car and buy a house that is approximately 6 times your annual salary. Has nothing to do specifically with being a virgin, but it will be a lot worse than making a mistake your first time in bed. The butt is actually easier. Women automatically orgasm when the man nuts, so there's no need to do anything else to help her get off. Blood can be used as lubricant. Remember that it's absolutely not about being gentle and caring. Just flop around on top of them like you're a cod that's been dragged out of the depths of the oceans. Stick to anal until marriage. If she doesn't feel wet enough, you're not fingering her hard enough. If you're not telling each other that you are retards, you're not doing it right. Power pose. Start with some light fingering, 1 or 2 fingers. Once she's wet enough, start slipping in more until your whole hand is in, then slowly inch your way up to the elbow. You should feel a bit of a tug or pull on your arm by now, and that means it's safe to start the other hand in. Once you get to biceps, take a deep breath and ease your head in. The pull should feel pretty strong by now. Torso usually goes pretty smooth, but you've got to be gentle getting the hips in. Then the legs will go easily. Once you're inside, you can start to stretch out, and now you've got a skin suit. Do everything exactly like you see it in porn. Foreplay? More like boreplay. Don't bother. The most important thing about sex is your entrance to the bedroom. Experienced sex professionals will spend more time on their pyrotechnic shows, pre-sex outfit and finding the right walk-up music than any part of intercourse. I personally like to enter the bedroom on a motorbike shooting fireworks, dressed like Ziggy Irabowie, while a group of chorus girls sing Skid Row's Rattlesnake Shake. The clitoris is a myth. Don't waste time looking for it. Get in and get out. Story time. Disclaimer circa 1995. Internet porn is not ubiquitous yet. 16 over 17 years old. My best friend and I in high school were in relationships with a pair of best friends. We go over his girl's house, the four of us, and are hanging out. They decide to go to her room for sexy time. A few minutes later I hear my friend hysterically laughing. I'm like, WTF. He busts out of the room and his box is still laughing hysterically. His girl wanted to give him a blowjob. Apparently in her mind, that meant something very different than what everyone on here knows it as. She was literally blowing up and down on it, like she was trying to blow out birthday candles. He gently tried to correct her, and she vehemently stated that this was how it was done. Needless to say, he got no action and their relationship ended abruptly thereafter. So, worst advice? Her sister told her a blowjob was like blowing out birthday candles. When people say they like getting their hair pulled, they mean pubic hair. Pull it as hard as you can. Your partner loves it when you get off first and fall asleep. This applies to any sex. Girls, you don't need to move or do any of the work. Just lay there and think of the flowers. They love it when you bite the clit. Just push it in as fast and hard as you can. She'll love it. Leave the TV on. Set it to something interesting and pay attention to it during sex. So we can both watch X-Files. Remember to cry throughout. It's where the moist comes from. While in doggy style, grab her hair as hard as you can. Don't pull, then after 30 seconds call her the wrong name and see how long you can stay on the bull. He's doing it wrong if he's not almost popping your boobs, and if your clit isn't left with a hickey, do not call him back. Girls, guys love ball busting as foreplay. Women love it when you vigorously finger their belly button. When giving head, be sure to scrape your teeth along his penis. It will drive him crazy. Whatever girls seem to like in porn, they'll love in real life. Women have special pleasure nerves in their open eyes. Always punch them in the face afterwards. Put it in the ass, bro. Girls love that. And absolutely no lube under any circumstances. Button mash the clit like you're playing Mortal Kombat. Finish her. When giving a hand job, grip tightly with both hands and twist in opposite directions rapidly. You know you're doing it right when you hear screaming. When you're blowing a guy and he's having difficulty coming, forcefully punch his ballsack repeatedly with your fist until he jizzes. Hagrid voice: I shouldn't have read this. I should not have read this. This. An oft overlooked erogenous zone is the nose. Before the main event, spend 15 to 20 minutes on a nasal massage. Make a loud honking noise when pinching the bulb of the nose for a truly erotic experience. Make sure to bite the balls